Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Pauline Verzosa. Vice President Sara Duterte is facing another impeachment complaint. The group Alyansang Makabayan has filed a second impeachment complaint against the vice president yesterday. Now, unlike the version filed by Akbayan earlier this week, Makabayan only used betrayal of public trust as their ground for their complaint. This is based on VP Sara's alleged abuse of discretionary powers, lack of transparency and accountability, mockery of audit process, and failure to recognize the Congress conducting budget deliberations.
Pwede naman kami magdagdag ng marami pa. Pero the betrayal of public trust, yun encompasses everything kasi merong tiwala ang publiko sa'yo, tinaksilan mo yun. And that is for us one of the highest, if not the highest, treachery ng isang public official.
Several lawmakers previously said the filing of impeachment against the vice president was done in bad timing due to the upcoming holiday break and elections. This on top of President Bongbong Marcos previously dissuading the House from filing an impeachment complaint against VP Sara. Now, in response, Makabayan urged lawmakers to be independent and vote based on their conscience.
This impeachment complaint is a challenge to Congress to show its independence, to show that it can stand on the side of the people kahit ang presidente iba pa ang sinasabi at pinapanawagan.
Alyansang Makabayan Legal Counsel Neri Colmenares says focusing on a single ground for VP Duterte's impeachment simplifies the decision-making process for the House of Representatives. Here's an excerpt from his interview on The Big Story.
Maybe you would like to expound on that, sir.
Yes, well, of course, we are realistic here. There are time constraints, so we thought if we just we just base it on one ground, which is betrayal of public trust, which is the overarching, it encompasses all grounds actually of the impeachment. So it's easier for the House members to decide to whether to endorse it or not to endorse it. And secondly, if it goes to trial, it's easier for the Senate to really decide on the issue too. And maybe if the trial is in say January, in 1 month's time, I think the Senate can easily decide whether or not to convict or acquit on the basis of the betrayal of public trust. And secondly, the main issue we just focus on is confidential funds, which is actually the strongest of the issues. Of course, the others are strong as well, but that will entail some time for the Senate to resolve. So that's why we chose it. Just a simple thing. I was a prosecutor in the Corona impeachment complaint, and one of the things that really we encountered, we had 8 grounds, 8 acts. We had 3 grounds: culpable violation of the Constitution, graft and corruption, betrayal of public trust. And it really was too difficult for us. That's why it went on for more than 4 months. But if it's just one ground and just 3 acts, no longer 8 or 10, then I think we can get it by, say, 1 month. We will be able to make it in the Senate trial.
Sir, 75 groups have supported the impeachment complaint. Since September, Makabayan has been announcing their intent to file an impeachment versus VP Sara. And you cited an example, yun pong kay Corona, 4 months for 8 grounds. Bakit po ngayon lang, if alam niyo po na pwede siyang tumagal, and why file separately from Akbayan?
Actually, we didn't know about the Akbayan complaint, actually, because they drafted it. So it would have been good if there will be a joint effort among all groups. But we didn't know about that. But anyway, we were also drafting our complaint, and then so now that it's filed, I guess the more the merrier here.
Meantime, the Philippine Statistics Authority revealed that a certain Kokoy Villamin does not exist. PSA said they did not find any birth, marriage, nor death certificate of a certain Kokoy Villamin. Now recall that this name appeared as one of the signatories of the Office of the Vice President's confidential funds receipts. However, lawmakers pointed out that Villamin has different signature styles in the receipts. PSA Assistant National Statistician Mariza Grande said Villamin might exist if they have more information about this. The agency previously revealed that Mary Grace Piatos also does not exist in their database.
Kailangan namin additional information para maging accurate po yung ating verification. May mga other scenarios like pwede po silang hindi nakarehistro or possible din na wala lang kaming records sa PSA at available sa local.
We'll be back with more stories after this break. Keep it here on One News. Welcome back. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. Let's now take a quick look at today's other headlines. In the Philippine Star, President Marcos met with key members of the House of Representatives yesterday in what Malacanang described as a fellowship. The meeting took place at the palace on the same day that a second impeachment case was filed against Vice President Sara Duterte. And in business world, the Board of Investments has approved a total of 1.58 trillion pesos in investment pledges as of November. The total investments approved in the first 11 months represent 98% of the country's full-year target. The Commission on Audit, or COA, flagged the Office of the Civil Defense, or OCD, for unaccounted pieces of equipment. COA noted several accounting errors and omissions of OCD for 2023, including missing semi-expendable properties and non-recording of accrued expenses. The auditing agency also said the OCD failed to exhaust its disaster funds. In response, the OCD claimed they already accounted all the equipment after COA previously brought it to their attention. The office said the acquisition of the proper receipts were still ongoing when the auditing process began. The Northport Barangpier and the Rain or Shine Elastic Painters were victorious in their respective matches at the PBA Commissioner's Cup yesterday. And over at the Spikers Turf, the Signal HD Spikers and the Crisscross King Crunchers dominated in the semis. Mobile journalist Denise Valdesancho has that report.
Northport continues its winning streak in the PBA Season 49 Commissioner's Cup. Brought about by their defense, the Batang Pier denied the hot shots of a win yesterday night at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium, 107-103. With 5 minutes and 16 seconds left in the final frame, Northport was already looking good with a 13-point lead, 94-81. But things almost turned around for Northport after Magnolia closed the gap to a single point, 96-95. In the remaining seconds, Aris Janicio was able to hit a triple to cut the lead to 2, 105-103. Brand New finished the match after a successful 2 free throws. Import Kareem Jack delivered with an explosive 30 points alongside 11 rebounds, while player of the game Joshua Monzon put up 25 points and 5 steals. Rain or Shine handed off PBA guest Team Eastern its first loss, and Dion Thompson starred in that show. Thompson delivered a double-double for his debut night to help the Elasto Painters bounce back after their Meralco Bolts match. Despite efforts by the Eastern to cut the deficit of what was a 23-point gap, efforts by Thompson and Santi Santillan kept Rain or Shine in control, sealing the 99-81 victory. Dion Thompson posted 21 points and 15 rebounds in his debut. Over the semis of the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference 2024, from a tight first 2 sets, the Crisscross King Crunchers were able to break FEUD and Steel Ultra's system, finishing the match in straight sets, 25-21, 25-21, 25-11. Former Tamarao Jude Garcia led the scoring department with 18 points, alongside 13 kills, 4 service aces, and a block. Player of the game Isay Marasigan added 12 points, 11 attacks, and an ace. From a 5-setter matchup in the eliminations, the Signal HD Spikers made sure to end things as soon as possible in their semi-showdown against the Savoj Spin Doctors, and so they did in 3 sets, 25-21, 25-21, 25-20. Louis Ramirez orchestrated a stellar performance of 17 points, 17 attacks, and 6 excellent receptions. The HD Spikers are set to face the Ultras on Friday, 4 p.m. at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Arena, San Juan. Mobile journalist Denise Valdesancho. We are One News.
The city of Malabon has lit up its 40-foot giant Christmas tree. Malabon Mayor Jeannie Sandoval led the Paskong Malabueño Christmas tree and parol lighting ceremony on Wednesday. Renowned singer Jose Marie Chan also performed holiday songs, delighting attendees and spreading Christmas cheer. The event also featured a Christmas decorating contest, party raffles, and fireworks display.
Kada year po kasi may kami dito ng parang city lights kami. Kada city lights po sobrang saya po. Parang mas pinaghandaan po ngayon.
Sobrang saya namin kasi ngayon lang po namin talaga naranasan dito sa Malabon.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Pauline Berzosa. We are One News.